had some technical difficulties, but we're gonna make it work.
Yes.
Yeah.
So welcome, everybody.
Yeah, if you're here for today's episode, you must have liked the first episode. So
Yes.
thanks for coming back.
Thanks for tuning in to our next episode.
Yeah, and this episode's actually the real episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Yeah, I'm excited. What have you been up to? I haven't seen you in like a week.
I know. What did I do today? Well, today my husband is going to be selling keychains for our son's breaking battle
That's cool.
this weekend. And so I helped him find some stuff to get ready for that. But this week, I've been busy, been
Yeah?
doing stuff. I worked. I did a big color correction.
Oh yeah, I saw you at work.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta go get a wax.
Yeah.
For my kitty.
I don't remember what I was doing that day. I don't remember. But I did a color correction on one of my clients who normally has very bright, vivid hair color. And she had to go more corporate. So,
Ooh.
I know.
Oh, it's so sad.
She's not happy, and we're kind of just like, meh, this sucks. But I think we'll go back to a fun hair color when she...
Like little peekaboos or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she had really cool, like, vibrant, rainbowy hair.
She had to grow up.
Nah,
That's...
it's not even like that. It's just, work stuff. So,
yeah.
But it was cool. It was fun.
It was cool.
Yeah. And what else did I do? I went to a paint night with a friend.
Oh, yeah, I saw the pictures.
Like a wine and paint type of situation.
I haven't done one of those in so long. I want to do one. Let's go.
Yeah, we should.
Or, you know what we should do? We should just, have you seen those things where it's like you do it at your house and then you have to paint your spouse?
Oh, yeah.
We should do one of those nights.
That would be really funny.
Yeah.
I think we would be pretty good.
Kyle is not good.
I could see that. I could see him trying to do it.
I'd like to see what he does of me.
But I feel like we're both pretty artistic.
Yeah.
So I think our pictures would come out pretty good.
Well, your husband's artistic too. So
yeah.
Your picture would be amazing.
He's definitely more of the artist than I am. He's a better drawer than I am. I think I'm pretty solid on painting, but I'm not as good at visualizing what something's supposed to look like in my head as he is. Like, he can draw stuff and it's like, oh yeah, that actually looks like it's supposed to. He's good.
We should do.
But you're good too.
Yeah, sometimes I have to be in a mood.
In a mood for drawing.
Yeah. I go through phases. I think that's like how artistic people are.
I think so too.
You know, we're like, I just not feeling it right now and I don't want to do it.
Yeah, and that's okay. On to the next thing. Next hobby.
But yeah, that's cool. And I'm glad I got to see you this weekend for just a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. I totally forgot who I was even working with.
You were working on this guy. You were like this older guy.
Oh, yeah. My client.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
I've known his wife for basically since they moved here to Vegas.
Yeah.
I think they moved here in 2011.
Yeah.
So she's been coming to me since then.
That's cool.
I know.
That's
and
cool,
then he
Jules.
started coming to me probably like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
that's
it was
cool.
cool. So that's what I did.
Coolly.
What did you do?
I took the kids to Disney on Ice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, for the cheer. It was like a cheer team thing.
Okay.
And we got a suite.
Ooh. Like at the actual
at Thomas and Mack. Yeah,
okay.
we were the rich people.
You're
yes.
so
fancy. we had a suite, and oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing. But like I saw, so the girls were sitting in the front, and then all the parents were like sitting in the back where all the food was and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the girls put their plates on this ledge, and I knew it. Like I should have said something, but I didn't. But I thought in my head, like if that falls, that food is gonna fall on the people sitting below us, and it did.
Oh no!
And this one lady was so mad at us, and she was like picking up the plates and like slamming them down. Ooh. I straight up hid behind another mom. I was like, I don't know these kids.
You're like, I don't know.
I don't know
these people.
I knew it was gonna happen. I should have said something, and I didn't. So there was that, but it was really fun. And then at one point, me and a couple moms were like, let's go get a beer. Let's go get a drink.
Ooh.
And I'm waiting in line, and one of my mom friends, she's just so beautiful. She gets carded, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I'm probably gonna get carded too. He didn't fucking card me.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then I looked at my friend behind me, and I was like, let's see if you get carded. She didn't either, and I go, we look like shit. We're old now.
I don't think it's about looking
and we're all in our 30s. We're all in our 30s.
All three of you
She gets carded and the rest of us don't.
Well, lucky her then.
I looked at that guy. That guy was in his 40s. I looked at him like, you motherfucker. Like, if you're going to card one lady, you're going to have to card the rest of us. I don't care if I look 100 years old.
Exactly.
Please card me.
Just card all of us. Just make it even.
Just,
all the way around.
You basically said, no, you look like you're over 21.
Isn't the rule that if you look over or if you look under 30, they have to card you?
Yeah,
isn't that the
so
rule?
I guess I look older. My Botox just kicked in, so I thought, oh, I must look 28.
Yes.
No, I don't. According to that man.
Damn. He fucked that up.
That's
his fault.
Up.
That was rude.
It's so rude.
Right?
Yeah, so there was that. I don't even remember anything else that happened. I was just like so stuck on that.
Like, I'm pissed that I didn't get carded.
Yeah. Yeah, and she did.
I guess we are kind of getting to that age where we're either gonna get carded or we're definitely not gonna get carded.
Yeah, but I want to get carded.
Yeah,
you know, like just make me feel special for today.
I'm just kind of in the middle. Like, if I get carded, cool, I guess. But if I don't, then all right. Then and I'm. But
it just sucked because I was standing there with my debit card and my ID. Like, okay, I guess and he didn't.
And you're like, fuck.
Yeah, freaking old. So so that was about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
sounds fun though.
Yeah, but we got some fun things to talk about.
Yes.
For this week. Our husbands took a trip together.
Yeah, they went on a camping trip.
Yeah, it was the first time our husbands did something together.
Yeah, they've never hung out without us. So this was their first time hanging out, just them two. Plus his friend. Yeah. Plus Kyle's friend was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they went on their very first trip together by themselves.
Yeah, it was very Brokeback Mountain vibes. So I'm just kidding. If you haven't seen Brokeback Mountain, that's about two best friends that leave every summer and they have a love affair. But they're also married. So I joked that they were doing Brokeback Mountain things.
Right. But
they said they didn't. But I don't know.
they said they didn't. I don't think they would.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But, that's whatever. They seemed happy when they came back. That's
they had a good time.
Yeah.
How did Kyle say he felt about the trip?
He said it was fun. He does a lot of trips with his guy friends. And it's funny, for him being such an introverted person, he loves spending time with his guy friends in nature. So that was really fun. But he doesn't really tell me a lot about his adventures. He just always says, yep, it was fun. and then I'm like, well, do you have pictures? So then, he'll show me the pictures and then he usually only takes 3.
Right.
And then that's about it. And then periodically, he'll randomly tell me a story about it, but I have to really ask him.
You really have to pull it out of these men.
Yeah, but I mean, they had fun.
Yeah, that's good.
That's it. They came back happy and
refreshed.
Yeah.
Danny had fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes camping. He wants to do more camping.
That's cute.
He's always telling me, we should go camping. Let's plan a weekend to do camping.
That's cute.
And I don't mind it, but I was never a camper. I never grew up camping. The first time I ever went camping was literally glamping with my aunt's RV. That was my first time.
Yeah, me too. I grew up glamping too with RVs and stuff. I didn't actually camp until I got older. Wait, actually, do you remember in high school, did you camp with us?
No, I never went on those.
Oh, man. One time I went on a camping trip. It was like a one-day thing. And me and my ex-boyfriend were like, oh, he said he had a tent. So we put up his tent. It was so small. I mean, it was a tent for 2 people. And then my friend, that one friend, she puts up her tent. Her tent's for 12 people.
Oh my gosh.
It's giant and it's so big that she has to put her tent kind of on top of our little shack. It was insane.
That's funny.
But yeah, my husband's so big on camping.
Yeah, he's definitely a camper. Does he fish too?
He can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like fishing.
No.
I feel so bad for the
fish.
The fish? Yeah.
I just don't like fish in general.
Well, and then you have to bang their head.
No.
Yes.
What the fuck? Can you tell I've never been fishing before?
To this, you guys, I have a story for you about a trip with my family, and actually, it was when we took that Sequoia trip as a family.
Okay.
So we took a trip to Sequoia with our families, and when we were heading back home, we wanted to go to this. I think it was like some trout spot where you could like go and like fish for trout.
Okay.
And I thought it'd be a fun thing to do with the kids. So I am the only one that caught a fish. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good for you, though.
Yeah, I caught a fish. We put the fish in this bucket of water. It's alive. The girls are definitely making a connection with the fish. They're like naming the fish.
Oh no, that's when you know it's bad.
So then they can prepare it for you for like an extra fee or whatever, so you can like take it home.
Okay.
So we go up to the counter and we're like, okay, yeah, can you like prepare it? And the guy goes, oh, do the kids want to watch? I don't know anything about this. I don't prepare fish. So he's making it sound like it's a fun thing to watch. So we say, sure, let's watch it. So he goes, okay, go around the corner. There's a bench. The kids can stand on the bench, and then you look through this window. So Kyle goes, I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom. So it's me and the girls, and my kids are probably like, I don't know, Quinn's probably like 4 or 5. Jordan's probably like 6 or 7. And we're looking through this window, and he shows us the fish. And we're like, okay. And the girls understand that, like, he's going to pass away soon. Mm-hmm. And he shows us the fish, and then he pulls out this, like, little bat. And then he starts beating the head. He starts beating it.
No.
To knock it out. And we're just like, oh, my God. I'm in shock. And then he takes the knife, and then he, like, slices it down. And then he pulls out the heart, and then he takes the heart up to the window. And he's showing my kids, and they look at me like, what are you making us watch? I'm nervous laughing the whole time because I'm thinking I'm creating a core memory and they'll probably never eat fish again.
Oh my gosh.
And so we watched them prepare it. The kids are crying. So by the time Kyle comes back, the kids don't even want to watch it. They're crying. They're so upset.
Oh,
and the whole car ride home, they were like, you killed my friend. You killed. And then you want to hear the most fucked up thing about the whole thing. So we take it back home. It's sitting on some ice. It took us like 2 hours to get home. We never ate the fish.
All that for no reason at all.
We couldn't do it. We couldn't do it.
So what did you do with it?
So I feel bad. It was a murder. I should have never did that. So I don't remember what we did with the fish. I just remember like me and the girls didn't eat it. I don't know if Kyle ate it. But we didn't eat it. We couldn't do it. We couldn't do it.
My gosh.
It was traumatizing.
That sounds like it.
Think about that. Especially with the little bat. He was like, oh, look. And then he just beat it. Beat it on its head.
It's a very detailed memory. So I'm sure that it traumatized
and then
everybody
I
involved.
watched this show called Alone. And like I have to watch them beat like the fish that they catch with like rocks. And I flash back to that time. So that's why. And then at that same place, I remember there's all these families fishing, and this lady caught a fish, and it has a hook in its mouth, and I remember her just taking that hook and just like ripping it out.
Oh my gosh!
And I felt so bad for that fish because it was still alive.
That's
she just
crazy.
Like, ripped it, and I thought these people are so heartless. Like if I would try to like nicely pull it out. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't fish anymore.
I totally understand why.
I am never fishing ever again.
We're going to have to put a trigger warning on this because that was intense.
That was very intense. So that was part of a trip.
Wow. That was interesting.
Yeah. I did not know I was going to talk about that, but we went there.
But I'm glad you did because that's kind of hysterical and very sad, obviously, for the fish.
Sad.
But
rest in peace.
Wow, what a memory.
And I caught the fish.
Of all things. It's like
really bad.
Just the idea that, oh my gosh, this is so exciting, to, oh my gosh, this is traumatizing.
Yeah, and the girls looked at me and they just start crying. They're yelling at me.
No more fishing.
I'm nervous laughing the whole time. I have no idea what to do.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's what I do. I nervous laugh when I don't know what to do. And then Kyle's all like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like he comes back
all like, "Hey, why is everyone crying?
Did they package up the fish? How's it all going? Why are they crying?" And I'm like, we literally just watched a murder. We
And he
just watched.
probably knew exactly what was gonna happen.
Yeah, and I was like, "Do you know that they like hit their heads with bats?" He's like, "Yeah, you have to knock them out." I'm like, "I didn't know that. I did not know that."
Well, I guess it's better to knock them out than to just kill them while they're not knocked out.
Yeah, but and then I
Maybe.
also thought, why are you showing me the heart?
Yeah,
Why? Like,
that's
why
weird.
did you have to show me the heart?
That's weird.
It was super
What a weird job to have
weird.
too. The
Yeah.
person who prepares the fish.
So yeah, there's that.
Well,
So
okay.
that was a thing.
I hope we never take a trip like that because I don't know if I can.
I'm never fishing. I'm never fishing.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah.
But
no.
we've been on some pretty fun little vacations, little minis, little mini vacay.
We've been on some good trips.
Yeah.
We have. We've done some stuff. And then me and Julia, or Jules, we've done some really fun trips.
Trips.
I don't know. I want to add an effect right there. Trips. I had Jules do shrooms with me once on a trip.
Yes.
That was an adventure.
It was. It wasn't as crazy as it probably sounds, but it was definitely like, whoa, that was a lot.
Yeah, well, so I started doing shrooms back in, I don't know, 2020 when a friend told me, you seem pretty anxious. I mean, the world, I don't know, 2020 was a crazy time.
Look at the time, though.
I was going to college to be a therapist because I thought I could help people. And then when I saw that the world was ending, I was like, I can't help anybody because I can't help myself.
Yeah.
I started having an identity crisis. So anyways, my friend recommended it. I tried shrooms and it really helped. I mean, it really helped clear my mind, helped me figure out like the next path to go on.
Mm-hmm.
I cried a lot, but it was like a good cry. It was, I was holding on to a lot of things.
Yeah.
So when I had Jules come do shrooms with me, she had done them before, but didn't have a good experience. So I told her, like, my experience was pretty good. Like, you got to do it with someone that you feel safe with. And I'm like, like you can cry to me. I'll cry too. So we did it together.
Yeah.
In this wood cabin.
And I think the wood cabin made it even more intense because we were really just surrounded by nature. And we were kind of in the middle of nowhere. It was a smaller town.
It was like a hick town.
It was.
I chose this hillbilly town.
There was a bar that we went to after that was supposedly haunted. Yeah. But anyway, the cabin. So we walked into the cabin and the first thing I noticed is this giant bear on the wall. Like one of those, what are those called? Like kind of like taxidermy type of bears. Where it was just splayed out, and we were like, wow. Yeah. That's really intense.
Like, did he hunt that?
Right?
Yeah.
And it had, like, a living space, kitchen, there was a bedroom downstairs, and then there was this loft area upstairs. Do you remember the loft?
Yeah, that was supposed to be my bedroom.
Yeah.
But I'm way too chicken, so I'm like, can I sleep in bed with you?
Well, and we went up there.
Yeah, it was weird.
And we felt weird, ghosty vibes.
It had bad energy up there.
Yeah, so we decided to just omit that whole space. We didn't even really go up there again. But yeah, do you want to talk about how we came about just doing the mushrooms?
Yeah, so we both felt like we needed to, we had some things built up and we needed a safe place and an outlet. So I know a guy. Or you knew a guy. Were you the one that knew the guy? I don't know. I think I knew your guy.
Maybe.
Your guy hooked it up. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody's guy did
and I measured it out. You got to measure it out.
Yeah,
because if you
don't go in
Don't be
blind.
like, oh, I'm just going to eat this whole thing. No. You
don't
need to look it up online and measure out like what experience you want. So I think we did like mild to moderate.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to, see things, I wanted to see the ground breathing, things like that, but I didn't want to like hallucinate too much.
Yes.
So we did that. And I think when it first started kicking in, I was pretending I was like on a comedy show. I always do that. I'm like, I'm gonna make everybody laugh.
Everybody meaning me.
Everybody, her.
The one person.
We were outside, remember, and this like hummingbird or something like came and attacked us.
We had to go back
Yeah,
inside.
so we ran inside because we clearly can't do things with nature. We're like,
We
it's a bird. Let's go inside.
We can't fish. We can't have
I
birds.
can't.
We can't do anything.
We're city girls. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, what is this? I'm like, why? And then there's a hummingbird like right above my head. But still, why would you place a hummingbird like right above a table?
The feeder.
Yeah, the feeder.
Yeah.
I just no. Please don't.
Who did that?
So we run inside. It's kicking in. We decide to put some music on. We sit down on the ground, and because we're in a log cabin, it was I don't know about you, but I felt like I entered in a ride. It was like you're locked in. Like I sat down on that wood, and the wood like literally just was like ka-dunk. Like you're stuck here.
It like trapped us on the floor.
So we were trapped on this floor. There's couches. I mean, there beds, couches. There are places to sit that are very comfy. We chose to sit on a wooden floor for like 4 hours.
Yeah, we did not move off of this floor.
I couldn't get up. No. That's what it was. I was stuck. I was stuck
too.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember this, but my whole body was vibrating. Yeah. It wasn't like I was shaking. Like, when you're nervous, you kind of get a little shaky, or you get like kind of just like, do you ever do that where you get shaky? No, my body was vibrating. It was like my body was connecting with the ground, and we were becoming whole energy.
It was like, because everything has a feeling, like an energy feeling. Like if you touch a plant, which I discovered on shrooms, it has like a vibration.
Yeah.
You were like vibrating with the wood energy.
I was connecting with the wood energy.
Well, there was this rug behind Jules, and I kept staring at that because it was moving. It wasn't moving, but I was like, "Whoa!" And I was thinking, it's like a magic carpet ride.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop seeing it just like sway side to side, back and forth.
Yeah.
But then we started listening to music.
We were listening to Jake.
Oh, it was so good.
I love Jake.
Everything was so good. The musicality, everything. Because we weren't just listening to the lyrics. It was just like everything else we were picking up on.
Yeah, it was
like,
just
all the
the
little
music.
Beats, like just you could almost hear everything like separately in a way.
Yeah, like you could pick out everything that was in the actual song.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I was obsessed.
It was so good. I will never forget that experience, because you go, oh my God, I love this song. Let's listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
We listened to that one song, and I was there with her.
We were vibing for sure.
Vibing on the music.
Yep.
And then as our experience was, we were coming back to normal, I remember, where we were at, we could see stars.
Mm-hmm.
So I go, oh, let's go outside. Let's go see the stars. We're chilling. We're enjoying the stars.
Just another example of why we cannot be outside.
And this bat just like flies like right above our head.
It tried to attack us.
We straight up run inside.
We were outside for maybe 2 minutes.
Not even
max.
Maybe.
Max. We could not look at the stars because the bat came at us.
Yeah, the bat came at us. And so we had to closed the door. It was like a sliding glass door. And then we just looked at the stars from the sliding glass door. We were way too scared.
We're so pitiful.
We are. And then there was like wind, and you could like hear all the wind from the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, we're just not outdoorsy girls.
We really try to be.
We tried though.
I'm still trying. I'm still trying to be.
I am too. But yeah, so that was our story on our shroom trip story.
Yeah, that was our trip.
Our trip.
That was fun though.
That was super
Even if
fun.
we can't be outside because we feel like we're being attacked by everything.
Yeah. And then we've also taken trips where we weren't on shrooms, but we used to do these fun like mom getaways with our mom friends, because all of us had kids at the same time.
Yeah.
And so
there was a group of us.
And we haven't done it in a long time because just life,
Yeah, I don't think we've done another trip like that probably since
2019.
Yeah, I was going to say before the pandemic was probably the last time that we did a mom trip.
So we used to get a bunch of moms. We would go somewhere that was not super far away, but far enough that it's going to take us a bit to get home. Like, it
Yeah.
was within driving
Like
distance.
2 to 4
Yeah.
hours, I would say.
And yeah, it was great. We would figure out, like, okay, who's in charge of breakfast, who's in charge of lunch,
Mhm.
and then we would always go out for dinner. There was always a pool and a
Yes.
jacuzzi. That was a
Yep.
must. And there was options to go do activities if you wanted, but it wasn't like you didn't have to do it.
Yeah. The
Y-
first one we did was Sedona, right?
Yeah, the first one we did was Sedona,
Yeah.
and my sister-in-law was in charge of finding a place, and it was kind of scary, like, driving up there. It was very the hills have eyes.
Yeah, it's just so dark up
Yeah, it
there.
was kind of scary, but it was cool. Like, where we were
Mhm.
at was cool. It was wild though. You get a bunch of moms together. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure there was like some skinny dipping going on. People swimming with, remember in that pool, whatever we had there was like fish, I think, or not fish, frogs. Wasn't there frogs?
I don't remember. I came the day after you guys got
Oh my
there,
god,
so I might not have seen the
it
frogs.
was so wild. Everybody's drunk. I mean, it
And
was great.
and we went to a wine tour.
Yeah. It was so, oh yeah, we went to like this wine expo or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that, which I remember the ground was muddy.
Yeah, that was kind of
Actually,
crappy.
I forgot about the wine tour. Like, I just completely was like, did we? And I'm like, oh yeah, we did, but I don't remember it being that fun.
Yeah, it was kind of meh.
It was very
We
meh.
definitely had more fun just being at the house,
Yeah.
being drunk and eating and just like, you know, what girls do. We talk and share
Talk
stories
shit.
and talk shit about whoever
Yeah.
we're like at home or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was fun, but I do remember now that you say it, the mud
Yeah.
and just thinking we're supposed to be like cute at this wine tour and there's freaking mud everywhere. Who picked this?
Yeah, it was not
Like,
it
who
was
picked
not
this area?
it was not a good place. But yeah, and I think my favorite part about that trip was the morning time when we would drink coffee.
Mhm.
Because at that time all of our kids were really little. And so it was nice like waking up, not having to like step on a bunch of toys to
Or
get to
just
the
be
living room.
woken up.
Yeah. So we slept in,
Mhm.
which honestly our sleeping in was really like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And I remember just getting coffee and enjoying my coffee, you know,
Without
without being
interruption.
bothered. I mean, I don't even think a lot of us talked. I think we all just sat in the living room quietly and played on our phones.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
We just kind of hung out. We didn't have to talk to each
Yeah.
other. We were just waking up.
Yeah.
That's kind of the good thing about trips like that. We all like to hang out and party, but we all like our quiet time as well.
Yeah,
And that was really nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then we did another trip to where was it?
Havasu.
Lake
Lake
Havasu.
Havasu. Mhm.
Yeah, that was fun too. The group was a little bit smaller, but we were wild. I walked into a freaking window and like had a egg sized like thing on my forehead.
Yep. I remember when that happened.
Yeah, I straight up just walked right into the sliding
You were
glass
like,
door.
fuck this.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that sucked. But I
But
mean,
that
other than
house was
that,
nice.
it was really, really nice.
I think I was sleeping on a bottom bunk and I definitely hit my head on the bunk trying to get out of bed.
Yeah, I didn't like being on the top bunk, so I ended up crashing with my sister-in-law because I was like, dude, this sucks. Because I am the person that also I like to go I go to the bathroom 100 times when I'm sleeping,
At night.
and I was like, I
Yeah.
can't be up here.
That's hard being on the top bunk. And
I
having to go
remember
to the
that we
bathroom
went
all
to the
time.
store. We went to the store. Do you remember this? And
Mhm.
we got brownies. We didn't share it with anybody. We shared a room together, and we were like, let's get these brownies.
We hid the
We
brownies.
hid the brownies in our room
Mhm.
because we didn't want it, because it was the good kind. It was the kind that are like cubes that
Yeah.
are covered in like powdered
powdered
sugar,
sugar,
or just the
yes.
sugar.
Yes.
And we were like, let's get these for ourselves.
And we hid them.
We hid them. We did not share them with anybody.
And do you remember that? I think Sarah was the one that made us all those really cute gift cups. Was it Sarah?
No. Are you talking about the penis shot glasses or the cups?
Well,
no. Sarah did the cups.
Yeah.
And then Christina she got us like those shot glasses from Mexico that had like penis.
Inappropriate.
It was like, yeah, there was like sexual things on there.
Yeah,
Mine
they
has
were
like
really
a
funny.
giant penis on it though, and I still have it.
I have 2 of them actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a nice gift.
That was so
fun.
funny.
Yeah, and of course, you know, in every girls trip, there's always some form of crying.
Oh yeah.
Every time.
We gotta cry. If we're not crying, we're line dancing.
Yeah,
which I usually am the one doing. Or twerking, yeah.
Yeah, something. I mean, but you can expect at every girls' trip, there's always one time where we're all gonna get together and have a good cry. Actually, you know what? I'm the most emotional one, and I don't cry.
Yeah,
when I'm with all of you guys.
And me and Sarah, your sister-in-law, we're like emotionless.
You
typically.
have no emotion, especially my sister-in-law. She's like no emotions.
Yeah, and we're always the ones crying for some reason.
I think because I don't know how to handle it because it's weird to see you guys cry. We flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just don't know. Bizarre. It's like we need to get it out at some point, and that's our way of getting it out. Yeah. And it's so funny.
And you guys do it almost every time.
Every time.
You guys are together. There's a crying session.
It's fine.
It's fine.
That's our
but that's session. How it is with girls. We gotta have our drinks. We're gonna have fun, and now we're gonna talk about something serious, and we're gonna cry.
Yep.
And then we'll go back to talking shit.
And then we'll go back to dancing.
And
rapping. And
or whatever.
Yeah. Karaoke sometimes happens.
I really miss those I really miss those trips. We need to do another one.
Yeah, we need to plan another one.
Yeah.
We need to figure out where we're gonna go for our next one.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
That'll be really, really fun. But we're for sure doing that. And if you want to do it too, our listeners, let us know.
Come on the mom trip.
Yeah, as long as you're cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you know that one of the top destinations for mom trips is Nashville?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I love Nashville.
I did too when I went.
Yeah, it's really cool. We didn't go together. We went separately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you went on a girls' trip.
I did. I have a crew where we call ourselves the Jew crew.
Hey.
Because we met in Israel on a birthright trip, and they're just they're one of my favorite. They're like the best group of they're like sisters to me. It's super weird. And we all kind of look alike. But they're like my sisters. There's like I don't know how to explain it, but we travel really well together.
Yeah, that's good.
And my friend was living in Nashville at the time. So we met up and we did that. I have another girls' trip with my Jew crew coming up in February.
Oh, cool. Where are you going?
We're going to San Francisco.
Okay.
One of the members had a baby.
Cute.
So we're gonna go see the baby. It's a girl.
Oh, sweet.
And we made jokes that she's part of our coven. She's been inducted. So then of course I take it like a little too far, and I'm like, oh yes, we're gonna like do like some weird like coven stuff where we're all gonna like take a knife, and then we're gonna slice our hands, and we're all gonna make her drink the blood of this like, sisterhood.
That's so
funny. Put her in like a little pentagram on the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I'm super excited. So it'll be fun to see my friend as a mom.
Yeah, that'll be really cute.
Yeah.
You went to her baby shower last year, right?
Yeah, actually it was a couple months ago in October. Yeah. Well, I guess last year, 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun, but we were only there for just the baby shower.
Mm-hmm.
So we weren't able to like hang out with her that much. So this will be a good time for us to hang out with her.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. So, and then I know you went to Nashville too.
I did. I went for CMA Fest.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
With Danny. We went. What did we do? We rented an Airbnb and we just Ubered everywhere, and that was really fun. And it was interesting because we ended up renting like a room rather than a house.
Oh, I've done that before.
Yeah, we were in a room with like people living at the house, and that was the first time we ever did that.
It's weird, right?
It was weird, but it was not bad. It was still fun.
Yeah.
And I really like doing history stuff. So we went on a plantation tour, and I like learned all this history about this plantation, and I thought it was really interesting. And then we went downtown and did the whole nightlife and day life thing. Because CMA Fest is pretty prominent there because, Nashville, country capital. Yeah. So it was packed.
When you were in Nashville, did you ever go to a place called the Listening Room?
I don't know if I did.
That was cool. So the Listening Room is a place where artists get to like do their music, but it's like an acoustic set.
Okay.
And it's like a lot of like people that are famous have like started at the Listening Room or have been like founded at the Listening Room.
Okay.
And I went there, and there was this one woman named her name was Gina Veneer.
Okay.
And she sang this song she was a lesbian, and there's this song called Nora Jane, and it's about, Like, is my family gonna accept me because like I'm in love with this person named Nora Jane? And I was crying. I was like, this is so good. And I still listen to that song.
That's really cool.
For me not being like a big country person, I said, and I have my kids listen to that song too. So we're all just like singing this like lesbian song in the car about Nora Jane.
Oh my gosh,
it's
I love that.
I'll have to send it to you. It's a really good song.
Okay, yeah, send it to me.
Yeah. But
we saw somebody too.
Yeah.
It's a good song though, huh?
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah. We were listening to somebody perform at this bar, and we were sitting next to this guy, and he was a drummer for another performer, and he goes, yeah, if you guys want to come check it out, we're going to be over at this other bar. And it was kind of close to their stadium there.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
On the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were like, yeah, cool. So we show up and we're listening to this like band, and I don't know if you've ever heard of Priscilla Block. But she was the artist performing. So we kind of met her and like their little band, and we were watching them. And then a few years later, she blew up on TikTok.
That's awesome.
And we were like, oh my God, we saw her like when she first started, and we thought it was so cool that we saw her at the beginning. And then we went to Stagecoach a few years ago,
Yeah.
And she was one of the performers at Stagecoach.
So like, it was we knew her before she got big.
Yeah, it was kind of like a full circle moment of watching her in the beginning and then watching her in a bigger setting. And that was really cool.
That's the goal.
Right. Yeah. And she still performs with the people that she was performing with. Aww. So that was really cool. I like that. Yeah.
That's cool.
I know. I like that we both kind of saw people that were up and coming, and now they're doing things.
Yeah, I really like that trip. That was a good one. I would do cool. Nashville. You know what else is a good girls trip that we should do is go to New Orleans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
I went one time, but I was pregnant.
Okay.
So there's like,
what are you gonna do there?
Eat beignets the whole time.
You can't flash anyone. Well, I guess you could flash somebody when you're pregnant, but
this really good sandwich shop there. I forgot what it is called, but it was like a hole in the wall like deli market that like people would line up to go get this. That's what I was hearing from the locals. Like, oh, if you're gonna go down there, you have to get this sandwich.
Yeah,
and it was one of the best sandwiches I've ever had.
I love sandwiches.
Me too. Sandwiches are so good.
That sandwich we had last week was so good.
Oh yeah, that was good
at that place. I don't remember what it was called, but
it was really good.
That was bomb.
I love sandwiches.
Me too.
I love sandwiches. I love salads. But
they're
like
food.
basically the same. Oh, and then next to that sandwich shop that we went to, there's a Thai place in the same shopping center.
Oh, okay.
That I just recently went to.
How was it?
That was really good too. I love Thai food. I love food.
I love Thai food also.
Yeah. But yeah, we need to make more trips. I love trips.
Me too.
Trips.
Go on trips.
So I have a game.
Okay.
For us.
All right.
I thought this would be fun. So the game is called Trippy Tales.
Okay. What do we do?
So with Trippy Tales, this goes back to drugs.
Just mushrooms specifically.
Just mushrooms. Or it could be weed if you want, I guess.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna each share. We need to share a story, and we have to figure out did that really happen?
Okay.
Or is that like fake? Like you made that up?
Okay. How many stories are we doing?
I feel like maybe like we'll start with one.
Okay.
We'll start with one, and then we'll see. Because I feel like we talk a lot. You know what I mean?
Isn't that the fun of it?
Yeah. Well, but I mean, I could do two.
Okay. Well, you should go first. Okay. I have to think about this for a minute.
Okay. So, I was on a trip. So when I say trip, that means like I was doing shrooms. Okay. I was on a trip, and I was with a friend, and I'm like sitting, and it's nighttime at this point. We're like, looking at the mountain. There's like, the moon shining down, all that, whatever. And I see this, like, it looks like a plane, like above the mountain. And I'm like, what? And I was like, I don't think that is a plane, because the way that it was shining was weird. It was like red, green, yellow, but it was going really fast. And I'm like, to my friend, I go, dude, I don't think that is a plane. I think that that's a UFO. And my friend goes, no, you're crazy. That's a plane. And I'm like, no, for real. I think that is a UFO. And we're looking at it, and I go, why hasn't it crossed over the mountain? Like, it should have like kept going.
Yeah.
And then I go, it's just stopped in the sky. And my friend goes, oh my God, you're right. So we're watching this, like, it looks like kind of a star dot thing, interchanging color thing. We're looking at it, and then I tell my friend, I go, do you feel like it knows we're looking at it? And they go, yeah, I do. And I go, okay. Well, I was like, I really feel like we're locked in with this thing. And then all of a sudden, that dot starts spazzing out and doing weird stuff. It was like zigzagging. It was going back and forth. It would do this weird thing where it would like slowly move, and it would make like a trail. Like, you could see, because of those colors, it was like a weird, I don't even know how to explain it. It was like a trail of color after it as it was moving.
Okay.
And then as it would move, then it would shift down, and then it would go to the left, and it was making like, it was not like a plane couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And every time it would do a weird movement, I go, oh, did you see that? And then my person would go, yeah, I saw that. And every time it moved, they would go, oh my God, did you see that? And I go, oh my gosh, yeah. And we're next to these like stoner kids. They're like probably 18.
Okay.
And I'm thinking they think I'm crazy. But I couldn't stop watching this thing happen, because it knew that we knew that this was like not like normal. And then eventually it just like, it like went away. But
yeah,
it lasted 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think that is a made up story, or do you think that is true?
Well, my first gut says that is probably real, because I know you, and you always end up seeing random UFO stuff in general.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the timing is right. 20 minutes is a long time. But I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm going to say that's real.
That is real. That is a real story.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I saw that UFO, and I was with a person that didn't believe in UFOs.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I would be like, oh my God, did you see that? They'd go, oh, you're crazy. Yeah. And then they saw it with me, and they were like, oh.
So
no,
they believe now.
They believe now.
Well, maybe that's what it is.
I swear to God, I think that UFOs know that I know about them. Sorry, there's like a hair on my face. I'm like touching my face right now. If you're not watching us, I'm like literally touching my face. That person believes now. So we have a UFO story.
Okay. A sighting. A together sighting.
It knew that I knew. It was weird.
That's so funny and random.
Yeah, it lasted a long time.
That is a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, now I have to have a story, huh?
Okay.
Okay. So, let me think about this. There was this one time and this was the first time that me and my friend did mushrooms at all. And they were doing more than I was, so I was like, it's cool. I'm going to be DD. I'm not going to, do too many things. I'm just going to do a little bit and be chill. So we're at this place, and we're chilling, and it's time to go home. And I think I'm fine. I think I'm chilling. And so I start driving, and we end up at this construction zone, and there's cones everywhere. And I'm like, oh my God, this is confusing. So I start to drive through the cones, and I feel like I'm in an orange tunnel, because everything's blurring together and everything's coming at me. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm in an orange tunnel. Oh my God. And I eventually made it out of the orange tunnel. But that was the first time I ever did shrooms. And that was really scary, because the moral of my story is, don't be driving. Even if you think that you're fine, you're probably not.
Never. Like, the fact that you got in a car. Or I don't.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Dummy me. Don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that, friends. But yeah, the orange tunnel was a lot for me. And I know my story is not very long. So do you think it's real?
I think it's real.
Okay.
Is it real?
It's real, yeah. Don't do that, friends. Don't be in an orange tunnel. Don't drive around on mushrooms because that's a bad idea. So.
Okay. I have another one.
Okay.
Okay. So I obviously was on shrooms in this story.
Okay.
And I'm with a friend, and I remember going outside and like seeing the moon, but it was like during the day. You know how sometimes like you can see the moon, but it's like during the day. I remember like seeing it in a certain area, and then we go off and we're like doing whatever else. So I go back to sit down, and I'm assuming that the moon is still there in that spot. And I'm looking, and then I start panicking because I thought that the moon was melting. And I'm like having an anxiety attack, and I'm starting to cry because I don't understand because I thought that like we had dosed it correctly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is the moon melting? And I'm having a panic attack. And then my person was like, that's a cloud.
And like, why are you tripping?
Yeah. Okay, so is that true or is that false?
I mean, I could see you freaking out about the moon melting. But I'm going to say it's false.
It is false.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm with it.
You are.
Thank you.
I made that up this morning.
Nice. I like that. That was a good one.
If you don't have any more, no pressure. But if you want to...
I can share more of a marijuana story.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if this is real or not.
Okay.
So a few years ago, I went on a little trip, and we were with these people. My friend and I were with these people, and we decided to go to these hot springs. And I didn't do a lot of like weed or marijuana or anything at that time. And I decided it would be a good idea to take not one edible, but 2 edibles at 10 milligrams. So if you are a weed person, or if you're not a weed person, 10 milligrams is kind of a lot if you don't.
Well, you gave me 10 one time, and we were
tripping. Yeah. It's kind of a lot if you're not used to it. And to do 2 is like, what is wrong with you? Like, why would you do that?
It's like the people that are like, I don't feel anything. And they're like, I'm going to take another one.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. Because I didn't know with edibles, you had to wait a little bit. You have to wait at least 30 minutes, maybe an hour for it to kick in, just so you don't mess yourself up. So I ate 2 back to back, and the people that we were with wanted to go to the hot springs. So we're in this truck. And by the way, in this truck, there's people, and this is like out in the middle of like random area, Nevada, by the way. And these people are kind of country, and they decided that it would be a fun idea to like shoot vermin on the way out to the hot springs. So there were like 2 people in the back of the truck with like random guns just shooting at random animals on the side of the street.
Wait, how do you know these people?
Through friends, like mutual friends. And so I'm like sitting in the inside of the truck, and I'm like, this is wild.
Are you looking at your friends like,
what the fuck is going on? Yeah. And then it starts to hit me, and I start freaking out. And I'm the type of person that I have a couple different modes of high. I'm either high and I talk too much, or I'm high and I can't speak at all. I just need to be the fly on the wall. I can't be around people. So I was at the I can't be around people. I need to just be a fly on the wall type of high. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, I don't know how to handle this. There's people shooting at random animals on the side of the road. This is weird. So we get to the hot springs, and we get in our bathing suits. And by the way, it's like cold outside. It's like February. Okay. So we go to the hot springs. It's cold. We get in our bathing suits, and we get in. And I'm tripping. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know about being out here. We're in the middle of nowhere. We're going to die. Things are going to happen.
Other people that have guns.
That have guns randomly. So then, out of nowhere, these 2 women, older women, they're walking through the desert. And we're like, who the fuck are these people? And they're walking through, and they're like, hey, can we get in the hot springs with you? And everybody's like, yeah, sure. And I'm in the corner, and I'm like, they're going to kill us. This is how murder movies start. This is exactly how I die. So I'm really freaking out. I'm really thinking like, these ladies are gonna kill us. We're gonna die. And so the funniest part is when they get in the hot springs, they get butt ass naked. They don't have a bathing suit on. They don't have anything on. They're naked with all of us. And they just get in the hot springs with
How
us.
old are they?
They're old. They're like in their probably 60s, I would say, late 50s, early 60s.
Bush? Was there a bush?
I think so, yeah. I wasn't trying to look, but it's
That's
hard when
funny.
somebody's just butt ass
And
naked.
they're just nonchalantly like, hey, so
Yeah.
where's everybody from?
Yeah.
It's like,
Exactly. They were
okay.
like, so what's everybody doing tonight? And I'm in the corner tripping. I'm like, these ladies are gonna kill us. They're gonna pull out their knives.
With their
They're
fucking
gonna
naked
stab
bodies.
us. And yeah, so normal person is thinking. When I think back on this, I'm like, how would they kill you if they're naked?
Yeah, like where there's like only a couple areas I could think of, but I don't think you could hide it there.
I don't think you can hide anything there.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And like reality number 2, if they did try to pull something, there's these guys with guns in the truck. So even if they tried to pull something, I'm sure whoever would come out and be like, no.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to shoot you. And so
that's so weird.
I was tripping. And I really thought that they were going to kill us. And surprise, they didn't. Here I am.
I think this story is 100% true. Because it was so detailed.
It is. It's
like,
so
there's
true.
no way that your imagination can, like, go that way.
No, but it's, like, one of the funniest times that I've ever been, like, really stoned.
That's funny.
Every time I think about it, I laugh because I'm like, you dummy. You shouldn't have taken 2 edibles.
I can't believe you took 2.
I know.
I mean, you gave me one time, and we were messed up.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a good time, though.
That's crazy.
So.
Man.
Well.
That's funny. Yeah. That's funny.
Thank you.
I love it. That was a fun game.
Yeah.
I just, like, got us to, like, share some more stories.
Yeah.
Some
more
trippy,
times.
some trippy stories.
Some trips.
And, there's nothing wrong with moms wanting to escape and, smoke a little weed.
Do a little weed. Smoke a little weed.
Do some shrooms every once. I don't do it all the time. I do it like twice a year.
Yeah.
But
I'm not really like a mushroom girly.
Yeah, I'm not even a weed person that much either.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do it every once in a while, but I don't do it all the time. Yeah. I don't know. It just depends on who I'm with, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got to feel good with the people that you're with.
Yeah.
It can't just be randos.
Because what if I feel like I want to be a fly on the wall?
Yeah.
Then you got to be like, all right, I don't want to talk. I'm having anxiety. I'm going to sit in the corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes when you do a little too much.
The only thing I don't like about weed is the munchies.
Oh, yeah.
I will eat.
You get so hungry.
I will eat, like, the entire house. Yeah.
Like, why are we like this?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
How much I eat. I'm like, dude. And then I'm, like, trying to think of things to create.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a pregnant person on that. So
you do get really creative when you're high, though.
Yeah.
Like, certain things are just flowing and just sound good.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna add a little butter to this.
Yeah.
Maybe a little cinnamon.
Yeah.
You're like a dash of salt. You're like
just a dash. Just a little
salt, little
salt daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little of that,
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna cut this crust. You're just thinking, you're flowing. You're like, I'm gonna add a scoop of vanilla ice cream.
What are we making?
I don't know. But like, I don't know. But
just happens.
It's flowing. Then you're like looking. You're like, I know I got caramel in here. And you're like, I know I do. I know I do. But you're like yelling at your spouse. You're like, don't we have caramel? Where's the caramel?
And they're like, no, we don't have any caramel.
You're like, I swear to God, we did.
We did. Where did the caramel go?
Yes. And then you're like, it's fine. I'm fine. I got alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate syrup.
Yeah. Or you're like melting peanut butter or something. You're just like going.
You're just going.
Figuring out
how
this is gonna work, and then you eat it and you're just like, this is so
and you're like
good.
This is amazing.
What's funny is I'm not really like a cereal person, but when I'm high I am. I'm like, dude, I'm like
a bowl of cereal.
Yeah,
I'm like a cereal in a big cup type of person.
Yeah,
like I like my cereal in a coffee mug versus in a bowl.
I like it in a big bowl.
I like it in like a coffee mug. Because then it prevents me from eating like a big bowl because I know I will. So I'll just eat it out of a coffee mug.
I like that cereal that has the marshmallows in it.
Oh, Lucky
Oh,
Charms.
so good. I just want the charms.
You know what
I'm like a child. I'm like, where are those freaking charms?
I don't want this corn stuff.
I don't care
I want the
about the
good
actual
stuff. I want the
cereal.
marshmallows.
That's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I care about.
My favorite is okay, I have two favorite
Mhm.
cereals. My like kid favorite cereal is Fruity Pebbles,
Okay.
and my like adult favorite cereal is Life.
No.
So completely random.
Life is pretty good though.
Yeah, I like Life.
My grandpa got me hooked on this cereal called Banana Nut Crunch. I don't know who makes it. It sometimes I see it at the store and sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
It's so good, but it's like very old person vibes. And I'm like, it has like dried pieces of banana
Nut Crunch, yeah.
and like granola in it. It's so good. Yeah, but I usually like, besides the marshmallow thing, I like just chocolate anything. Like Cocoa Krispies.
Yeah.
That's a vibe.
I don't remember if I get hungry on like mushrooms though. I don't think
I do.
No,
not really. But when we did shrooms together, we bought so much food we didn't even really eat it. But I remember eating the brownies.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we did eat the brownies.
Me and you and brownies are like
that's our go-to. That's our favorite.
We're always like, and they have to be the squares.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
or the circle ones are good.
Circles are good.
Yeah, the circle ones are pretty good.
I love brownies. I love brownies.
I do too.
I could get down on brownies. I'm like, oh, is that a brownie?
I'm eating it. If it's a brownie, I'm eating it.
So yeah, so that was the game.
I love that.
And then, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we said everything we had to say today.
I think so. Yeah. I think that's all we have today.
That's all we have for you guys.
Yeah.
It was just about trips. But I do want to plan a girls' trip sometime.
Yes, I think girls' trips are important.
Maybe it's hard. I almost feel like when it comes to a trip, we have to do like 3 to 6 months out.
Yeah.
Because of everybody's schedules and then work and just everything.
Yeah, it gets busy.
The kids. Especially with your schedule since you own your own business.
Yeah, it gets a little bit crazy.
Yeah, you have to make sure.
Yeah.
You know. But we got to do it.
Okay.
I know. I want to do a trip. Where should we go?
I don't know. Somewhere drivable.
Drivable? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know where though. We'll have to talk about it.
I'm almost like, dude, our kids are older now. Let's leave this joint, hop on a plane. I'm like, go to Mexico.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go on an all-inclusive. No, let's go on a cruise.
Oh my God. Yeah, I should go on a cruise because
like a 3-day.
My husband will not do cruises with me.
That's so sad.
Yeah. Why am I with this guy?
Me and my husband are actually planning a cruise for our anniversary.
Do I just tag along?
Should you?
I should just tag along.
Just come on with us.
I will make your anniversary trip way more fun.
Right?
Yeah, Danny's gonna be like, "Why is she here?
Why did you bring Skylar on our trip?"
You guys are like in bed getting ready, and I just I just
guys.
I'm like in the middle. I crawl in between you guys. I'm like, "Hey guys, so is it cool if I'm like in the middle? I get cold at night." Danny's like, "Jesus Christ, Skylar."
Like, do you have to be here?
Yeah.
Can you have your own room?
I'm like, "No, I get scared." I'm like, "What if there's ghosts?" and then you go, "Danny, you know how she is. She gets scared that there could be ghosts."
Right.
And then he goes, "You know what? I'm just gonna go in the other room." And then we're like, "Yay, we get best friend time."
Right.
Then we're happy.
Yeah.
We're like, "Yay!"
And he's just like in the corner, like, "What the heck? This is our trip."
He just like grabs his pillow and he's like, "All right, I guess I'll go to your room now." And we're like, "Okay, bye. Thank you so much for letting me stay the night here."
With our wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just leaves, and then it's our anniversary trip. Yeah. Could you imagine if I did that? That'd be so funny.
That would be funny, but you would never.
I would never do that.
He would not be down for that.
He would be so mad. Yeah, maybe or maybe not. Maybe he'd just go off and do his own thing.
No, I think he'd want to like hang out with me.
He probably would.
Yeah. Because we never had a honeymoon, so this will be our honeymoon / 10-year anniversary trip.
You know, we had our anniversary, our honeymoon on our 10-year.
Oh.
We never had one either until 10 years later. So that's when we went to St. Lucia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We realized we don't like those kind of trips, though.
Okay.
We did a sandals resort.
Okay.
And I think because since we're from Las Vegas, we're already spoiled.
Yeah.
And so going there, our expectations are high.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and he felt the same way. And I also felt bad for the people working there.
Oh.
It was like the same like 8 people doing everything.
You just always
you
saw
could just
them.
tell they were very understaffed. No one really seemed happy. It just, yeah, it wasn't my thing. Because I think it would be fun to go with a bunch of group, like a big group of people.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just felt bad for the workers.
Yeah, I understand.
So it wasn't, yeah, it just like, I felt bad. I'm like, why do they have so many jobs? And, they don't want you to tip them either at Sandals.
So that's hard too if you.
Yeah.
Because we come from a tipping culture.
Yeah.
We're
and if someone's going to do all this stuff, I'm going to tip you.
Yeah.
I mean, we still did. We were like, I know you're not supposed to over here. But when we were there was a big swingers, like, group there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
100%. Like this, it was 30 people in this
what
thing.
The heck?
And you could tell they were swingers.
Oh
and there was this one guy that was like older, big beer belly.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny. We're eating breakfast and they're all out at the beach. And this guy has like, he's holding like a pizza box, but he has like names on the pizza box, and he's like naming people with people, and we're thinking like, oh, like they're making the switch, for their thing. And me and Kyle are thinking, ugh, I wonder who gets stuck with that guy. Like, I would not want to get stuck with that guy.
Dang.
Like, I would have got stuck with anybody else on that trip, but if they were like, you're with me, Skee, I'd be like, ugh, I not?
Maybe not.
Like, I don't think I like sex that much that I would like do it with you. Yeah, it was weird, but this lady in line was telling us that, and the reason why I knew this had to be like some crazy exclusive swingers thing is she said, oh, we've been trying to get in with this group for years and they finally accepted us.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
I was my eyes were locked in on this group the entire Sandals
You were
party.
just watching.
I had my sunglasses on, pina colada in hand, watching the swingers group the whole time.
That's funny.
That was my entertainment. I was like, what are they doing next? Where are they going?
Where are they going? What are they doing? Who's talking to who?
Yeah.
Are they starting to make the switch?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
A whole situation.
And I was watching.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was like,
well, I wonder if we'll see anything on the boat if we happen to do a cruise. But yeah, we should do a cruise.
We should do a cruise.
Yeah, maybe that'll be our next mom trip.
But anyways, we'll wrap it up because I know we could talk forever.
Yes.
But thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you then.
Okay, bye.
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 And that's a wrap for today's episode of Oh My Gosh, What?
We hope you enjoyed listening to our crazy stories.
Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and review us on your favorite podcast platform.
And follow us on social media for even more fun content and behind-the-scenes looks.
Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.